That is a world record by 6 seconds for Erin Popovich. Not only did she smash the 3-minute barrier, she smashed it to smithereens.
That was my first Paralympic Games, and so that's where it all just started, out of one small pool in Butte, Montana. We are in San Antonio for the 2024 Adaptive CrossFit Games by Wheelwad. We're currently in our Airbnb, about to head over to the last session for me. I'm Erin Popovich. I'm from Colorado Springs, Colorado. I train out of CrossFit Hellkite, and I'm here at the 2024 Adaptive CrossFit Games, competing in the female short stature division.
It's like 3 years ago. Was it 3 years ago? You came up to me and she was like, "Am I crazy for wanting to do this?" And it was the Wheelwad Games. And I was like, "No, let's do it." She's like, "Okay." And then it was like, we had to do all the qualifiers on one day. And then she went to the games, or to Wheelwad Games last year. So,
as a family, we were always athletic. My family had us all do all the elementary school sports, basketball, volleyball, track and field, and then we were a big soccer family. It was right around the age of where everybody was hitting puberty, and all the other kids within my age group were, hitting 6-inch growth spurts, or, my 1-inch growth spurt in a year. And so it was kind of around that time that the soccer club was very generous, and they let me stay back a year so that I could be a little bit more competitive. But then it's just not cool, when you're 13 competing with 12 and 11-year-olds. And so we're looking for a new outlet for me to be competitive in. And so I grew up in a small town, Butte, Montana. We had one swim team there, and it just so happened that some other kids in my school were part of that swim team. Talked to my mom and was like, "Hey, we've got to try this swim thing and see what it's about," and just really fell into it. Enjoyed swimming, enjoyed competing, and on my 13th birthday, I was named to my first world championship team.
Today, the Paralympics is the second largest sports event in the world.
So we just hosted the 1996 Olympic and Paralympic Games, and we saw the Olympic Games, but we didn't see the Paralympics on broadcast TV. And so for me, it was a whole new world that I wasn't exposed to, that now was, full in front of me, saying, "Here's a huge opportunity for you. Why don't you take it?"
And there's the world record holder. Could she go sub 3 minutes? 3 Americans in this race, but all eyes for the stateside fans will be on lane 4, because the fastest woman in the world may be the first to go sub 3 minutes in the pool. That's Erin Popovich. That is a world record by 6 seconds for Erin Popovich. Not only did she smash the 3-minute barrier, she smashed it to smithereens.
That was my first Paralympic Games, and so that's where it all just started, out of one small pool in Butte, Montana.
So what's the goal for right now?
Goal, get checked in. We're going to watch a couple of the next heats coming up, get a flow for it, and then we've still got a little under 2 hours, so in about an hour start warming up and getting ready.
Event?
Final event, one more to go. Super pumped for this one, so it'll be a good one.
So after I retired, I definitely took time of not being an athlete. Enjoying the other aspects of life, seeing friends, seeing family, finding a real job, all of that stuff. And I had to realize what I was comfortable with doing athletically that wasn't 20 hours in a pool. And then some coworkers said, like, "Hey, we're big into CrossFit, have you ever tried it?" And so went there and, went through the beginning classes of learning the proper technique, learning all the different things. It was like an instantaneous community and family of, hey, these are people that like to work out. They also have jobs, they also have life, but we can come and push ourselves for an hour every morning, get in a solid workout, feel defeated, feel destroyed, also feel motivated and energized. And then it was, I think, 3 years ago that the Open was happening, and we had Friday Night Lights. So I was there watching and being like, "Oh, this looks like fun." But I remember looking into it and seeing that there was adaptive CrossFit and saying, "Well, I can do these weights. I could do that." And so I went up to my coach and said, like, "Hey, is this, am I crazy for thinking I should try this?" They're like, "No, let's go for it. And so last year was the first time that I went to the Wheelwalk Games and qualified, which was awesome. Kind of like being back at 12 years old, going into the pool deck with a whole bunch of adaptive athletes, like walking into the games and be like, oh my God, wow, these are some badass individuals, and like a huge motivator last year of saying, okay, this isn't just like we're gonna do some push-ups and get through it. We know that the CrossFit workouts are tough, but now this is the next level. And me being competitive and having that fire in me, said, okay, if I'm gonna do this, I need to do this. Last year there was only one female I was the party of one, female short stature. And so it was about, hey, if hopefully other girls will see me, other women will see me competing and say, hey, maybe I can do this too. Because it's about getting that community engagement and involvement and building it to something.
But I had only like 10 seconds left. I got the grip over there, and then I went there, and I just couldn't get it. And in the 40 pump, I was like, so yeah, we got this. Woo. Oh man, that was fun. That was quick. Those bench presses got heavy really quickly, but getting over the pig was fun, and then I was hoping for that rope climb, like it would magically go up, and I got some in the practice, and then I think I was just too jazzed to get my feet right, and oh well, but got the sandbags over, on to the next one. Here we go. You're amazing, man. 39, girl? No, that's more like 19.
Whatever. Got this youngin' to keep me honest. So we're having fun. We're having fun.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. How old are you?
I'm 22. So I started CrossFit 10 months ago.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So I'm really new to this. And it's really scary because seeing everyone like at amazing levels, I'm like, I feel inspired to be right next to them. But man, definitely next year, I'm gonna bring it.
I think it's showing the possibilities that are out there. With any exercise, with any sport, with anything, there's stigmas around it of, you're always gonna have the naysayers that say, oh, this is gonna be more harmful for you. This is gonna be more impacting for you. This isn't the right thing for you. And in some cases, that's gonna be correct depending on you, your body. However, you don't know until you try it. And I think that's where the great thing about CrossFit is that it's so adaptable. There's so many different options, there's so many different workouts, there's so many different things that you can focus on within a single workout, and it's not a cookie cutter, hey, you're gonna do this today, you're gonna do that tomorrow. Within each workout, you can adapt and modify and change. Same as any normal, average, able-bodied person, not everybody can do pull-ups right out of the bag. And I think that's the tie-in, is that it doesn't have to be separated. It doesn't have to be segregated. You don't have to go a whole different path within CrossFit to get the athletic achievements or to get the fitness that you want. You can be part of the community. You can be part of the greater workout scheme and included with your peers, with your teammates, within your WOD, within your session, and all be doing the same thing. All be improving your fitness level, your health, your wellness, your longevity of life. And to me, that's so much more important than just saying, competition is not for everybody. And I recognize that. I need it for me to get that outlet, but that's not for everybody. But there's also a journey of fitness. And so it's, fitness with friends is way more exciting than going that journey alone. And so that's part of the fun of CrossFit. It's also, you're never gonna get the same thing twice. You're always working on something new. There's always some new crazy movement that they come out with, or crazy cycle through of EMOMs, AMRAPs, all of those things that you work through, and it's about challenging not only yourself, but your body. When we think about that, how do we tie in all of the pieces that can make it successful? Yes, there's fitness. Yes, there's camaraderie. There's community. And when we tie that all in, then we're improving quality of life. We're getting engagement. We're also promoting a whole nother side of life that maybe we weren't aware of before. I think it's being able to work out and push yourself, but knowing that you're pushing each other as well. We're all working out, we're all being there, struggling, motivating, but we're all there for a common goal of improving fitness, improving health, improving well-being, and so we know we want to make each other better. And within a box, you have that because you don't know who's showing up that day, but we're all going to motivate each other to be better.